Hey, so I know that you're not as into the woo-woo as I am, but I know you've been going through a little bit of a hard time, and I just want to take your mind off of it. So why don't we just go to the cards, see what they say? Are you okay with that? It's fine. I mean, if it's impactful, awesome, and if it feels like nonsense, then it's just fun and games. So, I'm gonna have fun with it, and I'm going to really get into it, but just roll with it. If anything, I'm just taking your mind off of all the crap. So I'm gonna spray some of this just to, cleanse the space around us. This is an aromatherapy chakra. It says Aromatherapy Chakra Center. I got it in a kit for something related to chakra healing. I know it's not your bag, but it says it's a harmonizing blend of 7 essential oils. It definitely smells like a head shop, but whatever. So I'm just gonna spritz it around, okay? There, maybe a little bit more. Okay, not too much. I don't want to suffocate you. No, yeah, it's much lighter once it's in the air. Ooh, wait. Oh, I got like a second wind of that. Okay, and then I'm just gonna light just some of these incense matches. This is potpourri. This is musk. I love the musky smell. Yeah. It's not bad. Oh, I'm almost out. I just got them at like a new age store. Can't speak. There's something about like a musky scent that is just really comforting. Or I don't know, maybe I just have burned this so many times it's seared into my brain and it's got some good associations. But, well, that didn't work out. It's okay. So, don't want to blow it out. I don't think. What does it say? Yeah. Light match, let burn down, 1/2 inch blow out. Okay. So, 1/2 inch. Place an ashtray as shown above. Okay. Oh, sorry, I don't want the smoke to get in your face. Let's just do the musk for now, and we can do the potpourri later if we want. But here, let's just let the cleansing smoke of the incense burn away all the bad vibes. And then I also have my crystals. So I really like this selenite. I'm going to use this to just kind of help you relax a little bit. I know you're feeling a little bit nervous because you're not as comfortable. Well, I don't want to say you're not as comfortable, but you're just not as familiar, right? Yeah. No, it's okay. I've heard a lot of people say that because I do think you heard that growing up, right? Like tarot cards are witchcraft, or not that witchcraft is bad, obviously, but that tarot cards are somehow demonic. I know, you're a little superstitious. just breathe. Just breathe and relax. Breathe and relax. And just feel very, very calm. As you want to get in touch with your intuition, we're going to let that guide us. So start thinking what you might be questioning, what you might want a little bit of further insight into. Well, I have 2 tarot decks with me, so why don't you just tell me which one you want, which one connects with you more. This one is like really cool, kind of steampunk, like a mix of steampunk, fantasy, very graphic. So if you want to hold those cards, how do you feel? You like them? Like the images? Or we don't have to do that. Here, I'll take them. Just put them aside for now. I also have just the traditional, or the more traditional, Rider-Waite-Smith. So it's very old school. Images much more flat. Reminds me of, old children's illustrations, children's storybook illustrations. They're not too different, these 2 decks. I mean, stylistically they are different, but it's very much the same kind of imagery, or similar imagery, so it's not really going to change the meaning. They're almost interchangeable. So how do you feel about that? Okay. So we can do the Gilded Tarot. That's fine. Here, let me have that back. And I'll just put this away in its pouch. And just put that away for now. So, let me put down my little velvet cloth so I can lay this on here. So I'm just going to hold on to this piece of labradorite. And you don't have to tell me what you're thinking about, but why don't you take the cards and just shuffle them a little bit so you can put your thought and your intention into them. And I'm just going to hold on to this. It just honestly just helps me get in the mindset. Okay, here, I'll take them and I'm just gonna shuffle them just a little bit. I'm just gonna do 3 cards, so it'll just be a standard past, present, future. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this. A couple of times. I'm excited you're letting me read your cards for you. Actually, I haven't read tarot cards in a while, like a good minute, so I'm a little rusty, but you know, whatever intuitive, yeah, whatever intuitive flashes you get, let me know. Or just, think about what you are feeling or what you think of when you see these cards. That's super valid. Your reaction to them, your interpretation. If we're looking into something about you, I just think it makes sense. But okay. Alright. I always like to look at the bottom deck, just in my mind I kind of think of it as maybe the foundation. Ooh. It's the Ten of Swords, so the Ten of Swords to me is a very painful end to a struggle. Swords have to do with intellect, the realm of thinking, or communication, so it could be learning something that is really putting the end to a cycle, or coming to a realization, or maybe having a conversation with someone that has you realizing that something is just over, and it's something that kind of needs to be over. What I like about this card is how, this is pretty brutal, right? You have this man laying face down with 10 swords that are about to pierce him in the back. But what I like about it is how you have this, I guess that's a stag, who's looking on. I don't know if there's something symbolic specifically about a stag, but to me, I'm just thinking of like a cute woodland creature, and the clouds are kind of a little stormy, but it feels like there's a bit of light coming through, and then even with the swords themselves, they seem illuminated. So to me, it's, even though this is a very bitter situation, it's going to bring you to something that will be better for you. It's taking you where you need to go, or will lead you to something that will offer more clarity. So let's pull the first card. So first card gives a little more clarity to the past, what you're coming out of. And we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. I'm terrible with reversals, so I kind of sometimes take them into consideration and sometimes don't. Queen of Swords, did I say Queen of Swords? I can't remember, but this is obviously Queen of Wands. You can see it. I'm going to turn it around. So Queen of Wands is, to me, it's about independence, being able to control your creative energy, your actions, but in a way that is coming from your emotions. Because to me, it's a mixture of the Queen, which is very feminine energy, and Wands, which is more masculine energy, and sort of showing how you're able to tap into both in order to achieve, what you need, what you want in terms of creative projects. Wands to me is more about action or creativity. It's more passionate. So with the reverse, I usually take reversals as either being it could be a blockage, or it could be more inwardly focused. So maybe you're learning to get more in touch with that type of energy, that type of feeling. Or maybe you are having a hard time expressing that. Or it could be, this could be indicative of another person, someone in your life that has this kind of energy. Maybe you were dealing with someone like this, And with reversals, like I said, it could be more of a blockage, so maybe having difficulty seeing eye to eye with this individual. I'm gonna be honest here. I'm not a fan of the court cards. They're the hardest cards for me to interpret, but I want you to think on this and think about what that makes you think of in your life. So that's the past. Now the present is the Hermit, also in reverse. So the Hermit is number 9. Yes, 9. And it is very much a time of needing to be on your own. The Hermit, when you think about the archetype of the Hermit, I think of a very wise individual who is excluded, like self-excluded or self-isolating themselves from society because they're kind of in pursuit of their own truth or advancing their wisdom, but outside of external influences. So with that in the present, to me, it feels more like that's the energy you're in right now, or maybe this is the energy you could benefit in embodying, but could be experiencing difficulties doing so, and that's why it's reversed. Reversals could also be a more subdued interpretation of what it would mean in the upright, so maybe it's not so extreme. You don't have to fully focus 100% on yourself, but maybe just taking on a little bit more of this characteristic. But it's very much a card of looking inwards and trusting yourself a little bit more, trusting your own kind of path, following your own light on the path. And I really love the background for this card. How looks like he's out in outer space. So 2 reversals, interesting. Okay, last card. This is the future. And it is the King of Pentacles, upright. So King of Pentacles is a very stable individual. The Pentacles, suit of Pentacles, is all about things of the more material realm. So like your home, maybe your job, finances, just the more tangible kind of day-to-day things, the everyday things. Pentacles is earth energy, so things that are very grounding. And with the King, that's like ultimate masculine energy. So it could be you being able to come into your own, gaining full control of those aspects of your life, or having interactions with someone who maybe embodies these traits. It could be an older male figure, doesn't have to be male, but it could be like more of an authoritative figure, or it could be someone with some earth in their chart, an earth sign. I think that's very interesting that you have your reversed Queen of Wands, your reversed Hermit, and then the King of Pentacles. It does, to me, when I see court cards, I kind of do just think it's reflecting other people. So it could be, these could be representing two different relationships, and I don't mean romantic, though it could be, but I just mean dealings with two different individuals. So coming away from some situation in your past, maybe something that was not beneficial to you, that needed to end, and it could have ended badly, and it's leaving you feeling a little betrayed and needing to focus a little more inwards and kind of recenter yourself, and then being able to enjoy more stable relations, something a little more beneficial, something a little more grounding in your future. Or like I said, it could just be these different characteristics that you are embodying or embracing. So what do you think of that? Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I really appreciate you letting me do that. That was fun. I'm sorry that reading was, I feel like I didn't really tell you anything. Those damn court cards, but it was fun. Maybe we can do this again, if you'll let me. Awesome. Well, hey, at least you might not have gained some groundbreaking insight, but I bet I did get your mind off of that. Right? I thought so. So, I'm gonna consider that a win in my book. Well, anyway, thanks for humoring me. I really appreciate it.